Crooked Arm. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Oh, baby. I'm very happy that you came and we're going to do this tonight. We wanted to put together a different kind of songwriter evening where we can kind of get into the minds of the different people that around the local area that maybe sing with big bands like our guest here tonight, and they don't usually get to tell the stories behind their songs. So we're really stoked to get a chance to hear what's going on in their heads and everything. So Austin from the Way Down Wanderers is here tonight. Let me hear you say yeah. Oh, yeah. Austin, we're gonna sit and listen to a song from Austin's the Way Down Wanderers new record, right? You want to tell us about it real quick?
Yeah. So my band, the Way Down Wanderers, started in Peoria, Illinois, and a lot of the guys are up in Chicago. These days, we put out a record last year called We Made a Mess in Middle America. Kind of the first record we did all by ourselves, kind of in a home studio. We spent lots of time on it. And typically we just go to a studio and spend like 2 to 3 weeks in there all straight and just cut the whole record. But we spent about a year on this record, and the song was called Congratulations. It's kind of just about, whether in a relationship or friendship or anything in life, you kind of go through things just day to day, you kind of be in the thick of something, or through all the chapters, and you kind of just forget to look back and see what you've been through or the journey you've been on. In this particular instance, it was just, marriage and having kids and things like that, so it's kind of just like an ode to that relationship and getting through all that stuff.
I think it's a pretty great spin on those concepts, for sure.
Thanks.
But we're happy to be here at Crooked Arm Vinyl, so we're going to spin that record. I think this is the end of it.
Okay, I thought it was into there's like double lines as I'm trying to see. Okay. So
that's
I mean,
okay.
there's like
No, it's totally all good.
It looks like I thought it was going to be next one.
Hey, so that first recovery, it's all good. So this is a brand new thing, and I'm very stoked because I go to a lot of songwriter evenings, and you get to hear a lot of people tell stories, but it seems like it gets kind of repetitive, and sometimes you don't get all out of what you're looking for. And so I thought it'd be nice to start out with everybody listening to something and practicing listening, before we started off. That was my concept for the record idea.
Does it say honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Sam running the record player, and we're really thankful that... No, you're doing a great job.
Actually listened to this song on vinyl, so
you've never listened to it on vinyl?
No, maybe just the sample when we first got it, but not the actual.
I'll tell you, the outro is killer. But well, it just gets going. Oh, that's okay. We got the good idea of it.
Part of the chorus.
Yeah.
It's great.
So. Well, would you play us that song? Because
sure,
I remember when I
let's...
was listening to it at the beginning, I like the way that it builds.
t-shirt hanging, the same one I was wearing when you kissed me for the first time. I sat still, I swear I was scared to declare to you that for the first time, the first move wasn't mine. But no surprise, we were breaking rules then. With closed eyes, would you know what to do when your heart is bigger than common sense? Is the consequences gone? You played it cool. I've been meaning to say to you, congratulations. Through every occasion we hang on. It's complicated. If you don't break it, you make it strong. I love the view of my days next to you. Yeah, it's been long awaited. Well, my congratulations are due. Now we've got the bouquet hanging. Can you believe the beauty they can attain in a bloom or in a few of my favorite hues on you? I stood still, but we weren't scared to say we do. But for the first time, we dried our eyes, laid our names on the line, and no surprise, we were breaking rules still. Closed eyes know the way we still feel. Our heart is bigger than common senses. The consequences gone. You won't be alone wherever you are going or coming from. Congratulations. Through every occasion we're hanging on. It's complicated. If you don't break it, you make it strong. I love the view of my days next to you. And it's been long awaited. Well, my congratulations are due. My congratulations due. Congratulations to you. And I've got the t-shirt hanging, the silver that is ringing. Hey, thank y'all so much.
That was fantastic. With the beautiful record intro.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Are you playing with a guitar pick over there? You're not.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Uh-huh.
This is the most delicate guitar player that I've ever seen, I swear. And I tell you, when I see his band play, it looks like he's barely touching the thing. I don't know if you saw it, but it's the most delicate right hand I've seen in a long, long time, Aaron.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a really good thing. You must not break that many strings.
No, I feel like I actually used to break strings all the time. And I couldn't tell if it was me or the guitar. And then, yeah.
Was it your attack? And
I think so, man. So I'd be stopping the show all the time. And just change a string, and it was a nightmare. So I think I finally got it in check.
What string did you use to break the most?
I don't know. Probably the G string or.
Yeah, it's always the G string.
That's true. I don't know. One of the upper strings for sure.
I don't think.
How about you? Because I mean, if you guys have seen Pete play, he's like a ball of energy on stage, man. Well, you get rowdy.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why I do the strings. But I would argue that your melodies are like a ball of energy, man.
Thanks.
Have you listened? So that was one of the questions I wanted to ask before I forget. How often do you think of when you're writing a song? So let's go with Congratulations. When did you write that? You said it took a year to do the whole album.
Yeah.
When did you write Congratulations? Did you do it before the album or during?
Yeah, so this song was actually entirely different and written like the first verse, and it was a totally different song. It was kind of like. Totally different song. I'd sung it for my wife on our wedding day, and then I let it just like chill for like literally 4 or 5 years.
Oh, that was the only time you played it? Was on the wedding day?
Yeah, but it was totally different. And then it just came back to me, and I just totally reimagined the song right around the time we were cutting the record. So.
What a cool idea to go
Yeah,
back to that one.
Yeah, sometimes things just kind of die off, and then they come back. Or if you're like, writer's block, you kind of go back in your brain to pick at pieces that you might have left behind, and I mean.
How much did you edit that from the version you sang to your wife? Like
entirely.
So is it like the chord? Like yeah, because
that was the chorus, no chorus, just totally different chords, totally different melody.
Okay,
just
great.
like the
Yeah,
words
it was just
were
the
the same.
bones.
Yeah.
That's some of the best parts about, I guess, being diligent about constantly trying to write, because you'll crap out a couple lines that are real good, and then eventually down the line or down the road it'll make sense why you wrote them.
Yep.
Can I ask you to sing another one for me?
For sure.
Yeah. Can I request?
Ooh. Yeah.
Are you comfortable playing Dead Birds for me?
Yeah, let's do it.
So there's a song of his, Austin's, that means a lot to me, and I don't know why, but it really builds up in my belly and makes me smile and shake around a whole bunch. And he's gonna sing it for you.
All right. This one's called Dead Birds. Well, I thought that she liked me. Since I've been around, I know she might be maybe taken. She's playing hard to get, but like hard to tell. Well, she never fooled me at all. Them nights, they were mostly spent at the Glen. And bare feet, I'm questioning her thoughts of me. Smoking on so much shouldn't be without takeaway. No cars would go. The trail ends, that's where we begin to grow. There's dead birds in that creek, wash your feet when we get back home. And I try not to sink all the weekend when these weeks are gone. Oh. The nights, they were mostly bare feet when I'm questioning her thoughts of me. Sung on something I shouldn't be without takeaway, and no cars will go. The trail ends, that's where we begin to grow. I remember when you told me you wanna see better things. It's a damn shame when the plans change. Stuck outside by some airplanes. No one knowing us, we bought time inside of those old city lines. Dead birds in that creek, wash your feet when we get back home. And I'll try not to sink all the weekend when these weeks are gone. Oh. I don't recall ever thinking that we were not meant to last. On the roof found truth, how we attract. I'll get the day to have that one back. Well, distance, it is no match for love, and true love at that. There's dead birds in that creek, wash your feet when we get back home. And I'll try not to sink all the weekend when these weeks are gone. Oh, there's dead birds in that creek, wash your feet when we get back home. And I'll try not to sink all the weekend when these So I messed it up quite a bit because one, the request threw me off. And two, it's just one I never play solo because the live version has just a lot of strings going, a lot of bass, bowing, and fiddles, and
Yeah,
it's
there's
just
a whole bunch
it's
of
almost an
chugging.
entirely different song live. So
I thought you did a great depiction of it. One of the things so it's kind of like how when I used to listen to the Grateful Dead, or I still listen to the Grateful Dead, but when I first heard them, I used to think their songs were like impossible for me to learn how to play. Like it was a whole different kind of music. Like I just don't know that, you know.
Right.
And it kind of what I was saying about the way you play guitar, and then the way you change chords sometimes. It seems like it's something you couldn't learn, or just the choices of playing the choices you made with the guitar, playing that song without the band, was really interesting, and like you couldn't it would be really hard to learn your technique with that. So I don't know, that was far out. It just blows me away. Yeah, dude. Well, thank you. So like I said before, I forget about asking about your melody. What's one question I get a lot, or you get asked a lot, I'm sure, about your songwriting process. But what comes first?
See you in a bit.
The words or a melody, and is it pressing to you to take care of it, or is it something that's just kind of always happening?
right. I would say words usually come first for me. I feel like I started. Kind of as a writer, I'd always do like poetry, open mics, and stuff like that in Peoria. So the words would always come first, and I'd find a way to work them into a song later.
Do you write them down in anything like a notebook or your iPhone or something?
That's the thing. I don't, man. No.
You don't write anything down?
No, not really. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I asked him for the lyrics to read for the congratulations, right?
Yeah.
For that song today, and he typed them up for me. I was really, but yeah, that was really sweet of you to type them up so I could read them.
Sometimes I'll just have like a phrase or a saying that's stuck in my head, and then once I sit down with the guitar and it gets going, I can kind of as I build a song, it's just kind of implanted in my brain in a way, you know. Sometimes I'll take little recordings of it so I don't forget the melody or what I thought of or the chords. But no, I've never been one to just sit down with a pen and paper and.
But so if you have a line that you think is a good line, you just keep it in your mind and go, I gotta use that line, and don't forget it and don't worry about forgetting it or anything.
Kinda, yeah. Or I'll in my head I'll think of a little melody with it.
Okay, yeah. So that was.
Or then I'll just try to build it in my head. I mean,
what did you used to listen to that makes you create melodies like this, or what's going on in your brain? Just there's the driftiness
what's
and
going on up there, man? I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I grew
do they
up.
just come?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. My dad would always be playing Garth Brooks, Dixie Chicks, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy though. I mean, I went through a big hip hop phase.
Yeah,
Still love hip hop, and some of the stuff on the records you hear is kind of hypnotic, in a way. Which is the Wanderers. We kind of all bring a little something different to the table. You know, the bass and the drummers are both jazz. Have jazz degrees. I studied percussion.
You did?
In college, yeah. So I was a drummer.
Were you a drummer before you were a guitar player?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Nice.
Really? Well, not much of a drummer
and
myself.
then,
but
the fiddlers are classically trained, and the banjo player is just a bluegrass guy who grew up playing in a family band. So we all kind of bring a little different spice into the mix, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I listen to everything though, man.
When you bring those guys a song, how developed is it? Or does the band have a lot of input?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually pretty developed. I'll have verses and choruses down and the progression down. But especially on this last record, we collaborated a lot in the studio because we were able to actually be in the studio for a long time.
Yeah.
And we would kind of dissect stuff. It's more the production of the song, you know, it's going to start this way and it's going to build up this way. Or the guitar player we're with now, who's a great musician and producer, he would just have all these kind of chordal ideas and stuff. So we went throughout different ideas. So I don't know.
Well, you want to play? Let's see if I can bug you to play one more song, and then I'll play one back to you.
Yeah, love
Let's
it.
see what you think. All right, yeah. What are you gonna play?
This one's called Hey Honey, and I wrote this song while on tour a couple years ago. It's kind of just about being on tour is amazing. It's so great, but once you have other things in life kind of going on, you know, kids and family and stuff, it can it just gets harder. And so it's kind of just about the sacrifice of doing that, and then always just longing to get back home, and also just longing to get back on the road at the same time. You know, it's like it's a battle. So yeah. Hey honey, I was crying in the green room. We're chasing money, not some lackadaisical loving. I'm coming to see you, eyes are drying in the rear view mirror. So let's keep it real, I've been sincere. These ain't no crocodile tears falling. I've been all in ever since we started, darling. Well, hey honey, I'm leaving you lonely, only for now. And soon we'll be locking eyes, we'll be different like I hypnotized for you in a hazy living room, lazy afternoon, baby. I'll be back soon. Hey honey, my eyes were streaming from the front seat. New York City side streets slip away. It's way too much and not enough at the same time. I'm tiptoeing on such a fine line, babe. Let's keep it real, I've been sincere. These ain't no crocodile tears falling. Been all in ever since we started, darling. Well, hey honey, I'm leaving you lonely, but holding it down. Soon we'll be locking eyes, we'll be different like I hypnotized for you in a hazy living room, lazy afternoon, baby. I'll be back soon. So let's keep it real, it's hard to feel. For now I have to dry my tears, darling. I'm calling from some garden apartment. And hey honey, I'm leaving you lonely, only for now. And soon we'll be locking eyes, we'll be different like I hypnotized for you in a hazy living room. Soon we'll be locking eyes, we'll be different like I hypnotized for you in a hazy living room, lazy afternoon, baby. I'll be back so soon. Hey honey.
Fantastic.
Thank y'all so much.
So
Appreciate it.
the melody thing, it kind of eludes me, and I think I end up doing the same thing every time. And recently, I was trying to branch out a little bit. And so have you ever done this before? Had somebody else give you a poem, and then you wrote a song about it?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. A part of
Is
one.
that-
Yeah.
Is that on an album?
Yeah. All my words,
Really?
which is
That's
a
kinda-
good one. But yeah, one of my friends just would always post all these poems on Instagram and stuff, so I took like a snippet of his poem, and it's kind of like the first part of the verse
Really?
to that. Yeah, man.
Is that the one with so that album is Illusions?
Yeah. Yes.
Was that 2019?
Correct.
And that's
You
funny.
did your research, man.
That's funny because well, my brain's doing it. But I was gonna say, was that the first time you said you like hip hop music, but it
Right.
seems like the history of their music, the older stuff is more traditional roots kind of things, but he still did
Right.
his fancy melodies, no doubt about that. But then I noticed, I think it was on that album in 2019 that you started doing some more fast speaking and like
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
and I thought that was writing wise, my personal opinion of their music. I thought that was you stepping more into yourself.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
It feels a lot more. If you go to their concerts or anything, it just feels so genuine and like you're full up of just all kinds of lovey goodness. Right?
Yeah, I agree, man, for sure.
I wrote this
What
out.
you got?